big thing that everybody keeps wanting and asking for is that turbo petrol engine from the Kiger to come to the Triber. That's still not happened.
Why?
So the very, very simple answer to that is that when the car was designed, it was not designed to take a bigger engine than the one it has. Now, don't think of it in terms of just fitting in. You have to think of it from a crash test performance standpoint as well. So as soon as you have an engine with also has a turbocharger now, so you're taking up more volume. So in not only does it have to fit in properly, it's a smaller space than we can say, it goes into the Kiger, which is a platform sibling. But this is a much smaller bay area, right? And then you have to think about crash test performance and all of that. Said we can't do it.
Okay.
In this space and size, we cannot get the turbo in. So that leaves us with the 3-cylinder, 1-liter, naturally aspirated engine. With the manual transmission and the AMT.
Okay.
AMT, we had said before, do not buy it.
Okay.
Right?
It's the annoying manual transmission.
Absolutely. Now, as luck would have it, again, Aditya keeps testing my morals, He's like, how much of a tester is he really? So he's like, okay, should we call for the AMT first? So as of now, I have not driven the manual at all. Right?
No.
Yeah. So I only got the AMT at the time of us recording this. We'll be doing a view later, and in which we'll talk about the manual as well. And the one feature that you'll get extra in the manual is cruise control, which is not in the AMT.
Got it.
So Aditya was like, we'll call for the AMT first. And I said, fine, let's go to the manual. Then I said, okay, fine, must be serious about this. Okay, let's do it. Which means I'm going to drive it up the ghats and all of that in the AMT. And I was like, okay, we just do it. On the upside, it's still not on the upside. As before, it is still annoying. But the upside here is somehow between the tuning for E20 and the recalibration that they've done, because this is slightly heavier. There are all these minor tweaks that they'll keep talking about. Which they will not be able to tell you what exactly has been done, but minor tweaks. Net, the AMT did not feel completely lost like it did the last time we drove it, where it was even in city conditions, you said, this does not make sense. Today, if you tell me that I'm going to use this in a city, I'm a newer driver, I only intend to drive easy, okay, fine.
But there are better AMTs at this price point.
So that is, forget about that. Anybody who experiences this AMT is going to say AMTs are shit.
Got it. Okay.
Right? It's not a brand ambassador for this technology, which is why everybody who's driven the older AMTs, even with the Maruti Suzuki ones, right? They will say that, no, I don't want an AMT.
Got it.
Whereas if you experience them today with a stronger engine like the 1.2 in the Baleno or whatever, it works really well. So this engine is not the strongest engine. Renault have been super clever with it from the start to make sure that it can play the part that is expected of it, even in a 7-seater. So like one of the things that they've done with it is that the first gear is really short, which means even if you're on an incline, even if you have 7 people on board or luggage, it has the grunt to pull. It won't struggle then. Same way, the 5th gear is really tall. So when you sit on the expressway or you're cruising at 100, 120, it's not like it's going, it's not strained. It's got enough peppiness to keep moving there effortlessly while being smooth enough.
But overtaking?
Fine.
Manages.
Yes. The hitch again over there is going to be the AMT. As long as you rely on the AMT to help you make quick moves, you're going backwards.
Not actually backwards.
I'm not exaggerating.
No, but not actually backwards.
Not actually, but relatively backwards. So let's say you want to make an overtake and you're like, okay, I'm going to accelerate hard. It'll gear shift and I'll make this overtake. Suddenly you realize you're 2 cars behind now. Because when you do that, it goes, it builds up the revs, the clutch disengages. And then for half a second, nothing's happening. You're like, what's going on? So you're just stuck. You're not moving forward in the sense. So you're not accelerating anymore at all.
Got it.
So it's weird. So, and the same thing applies to any kind of hurried inputs. Like even at city speeds, if you're moving in traffic and you want to keep your space to the guy in front, somebody's trying to squeeze in and all of that, you do again, it'll do the same thing. And then you've actually opened up a space. So
it teaches you etiquette.
So it tells you be smooth because what it says is don't be heavy for it. Be smoother with your throttle, and if you do that, it works well now.
Yeah, so there's nothing fundamentally wrong with that idea, except you shouldn't have to keep adapting to your vehicle for these small things. Your vehicle should be able to adapt to you, is the point he's making.
Yeah, and I think a solution like this, when you end up using it and say that if you are an inexperienced driver, it is helpful enough. If you are somebody driving in the city, it's fine. If you're driving calmly, it's fine. That means there are too many caveats, too many musts from your side.
Correct.
So that the solution works for you, which is then not really a solution.
Yep.
So we will always tell you, even though this is fine now, and if you do go for it, I think you'll be much better off than what it was earlier. I'd still say pick the manual.
Got
it. I've not driven it, but that manual was, the clutch was light, the gear shifts were fine, and that engine, the way it is geared, the way it performs, has always been enough for a car of this type.
Yes, because I think if I remember the comments from the previous Triber story, it was always like, but that engine is not powerful enough, was always
Correct.
The thing that dogged this car.
Correct.
I've heard that the French only work 4 days a week. But when they come to making cars, they make some phenomenal suspension. And that is just the starting point of the 2025 Triber. If you'd like to know more, Kartikeya and I have an episode on MotorInc First, which is live now. It's free to watch and the app is free to download and sign up on.